Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, holy crap! Holy shit! Welcome back to the channel, friends. So it's been a while since I made my last video, but I have a new arrival here on the homestead this morning, and yeah, take a look at it. What do you think it is? You cannot get more American than this right here. Yep, it's an air cannon. So I went ahead and named this thing the Ted Nugent Express. Okay, it is a 75mm barrel on this thing. It's about 8 feet long. It's got a stainless steel 2-inch ball valve to release all the compressed air that you just pump into this thing via air compressor. And look at this thing. This thing is just crazy. So first off, I want to go ahead and give Ray in Weare, New Hampshire a big shout out. Thank you so much, man, for creating this monstrosity of an air cannon. Okay, Ray is a fine individual that had the idea of creating this thing. He pieced it together, had it welded up with all really good components, and I'll show you once I get it off the truck what it looks like and kind of the details about it. So I want to thank you, Ray. You are the man, and I hope you enjoy the wood chipper. So as you can see here, it's got the Ted Nugent Foxtail addition to the rear end, and pretty much you cannot get more American than this. You got an F-250 with an 8-foot air cannon on the bed. So you're gonna see more of this air cannon on the channel coming up soon. I've been slacking on videos lately, but I promise you I have a whole lineup of videos coming, whole bunch of good stuff, and we can go in the shop right now and I'll show you some of the things I have lined up and what you think, and if you have any ideas or comments on that. Alright, so let's take a look in the garage, see what we have. We have obviously the Vet. Got a whole bunch of things being done to this pretty soon. I'll be making some videos of some headers, upper pulley. It's going to get tuned. I have a whole bunch of other stuff like carbon fiber rear spoiler, carbon mirrors. I got a whole bunch of things in the works for this right now, so yeah, that's going to be great. And also I have some mods for the Polaris XP, the 1000 XP Sportsman Hunter Edition. So as you can see, I have some stuff on it right now. This is how it came stock, really. I added some stuff like the 2-inch lift kit, the high lifter lift kit, that snowmobile grab bar that you see here. Okay, those clamps came stock with it. The racks came stock. The wheels came stock, the bumpers came stock, front and rear, winch came stock. If you're interested in more about this ATV, I have some other videos on my channel, but I do have a nice little trailer for it. This thing was custom made, off-road trailer, and pretty much I added these clamps to the side here to add tools. There is my Husqvarna 562 XP that I just got. Excellent saw. I may do a review on that someday. So let me know if that's something you guys want to see. I have here the Polaris cargo box. This thing normally is like over 300 bucks. It's a very expensive accessory, but I got it for like 200 something, and I had to snag it up. So I bought that. I'm really happy with it. I'm just going to mount it on the back of the machine when I need it and keep it off most of the time because I don't like anything kind of too much on the machine. Over here I have sitting, if you can see, focus. And I got some poor lighting, but anyways, these are the body armor rails that go on the Polaris. So it's a body armor kit that goes all along the side here for the fenders to protect it from damage. So those are like 1.5-inch tubes. They basically attach to the front bumper. You have to have this bumper in order to attach those rails, and then it attaches below here on the footwell. So I'm going to have an install video on that if you're interested. Whole bunch of stuff for the Polaris. Let's go in the workshop and see what else I have. All right, just got this today, actually. So in addition to the Husqvarna 20-inch bar, I have this 12-inch DeWalt cordless lithium-ion saw. This is going to be excellent. I can strap this onto the ATV, go in the woods, or I can use it inside the garage here to cut up the firewood that's too long. So that's going to be great. I may do a review on that if you are interested. And back to the Polaris stuff, I have a whole bunch of stuff here. So I have the Polaris handguards. Then I have the Big Gun Exo stainless steel exhaust slip-on. And the power box. This is also known as a power commander. It adjusts the fuel ratio, fuel to air ratio on the machine to make it proper for the high flow exhaust. So this is going to give the machine a lot more bark, more than it has stock. It has a really nice sound stock. I think on the 2018s, they improved the exhaust, which is higher flow than previous years, but it's not a Big Gun. So we're going to put that on there. I'll do an install and a review on that. And pretty much I'll just give you my honest opinion on these accessories, if they're worth it or not. You know, these I could go without, but pretty much you never know if you like them until you put them on the machine and just leave them on there for a while and just see how they work. If they get in the way, I'll just end up taking them off. They weren't that expensive anyways. I'll probably just sell them on eBay or something. But you get the idea. I got a lot of stuff coming. So let's get back to the air cannon. Let's get it off the truck. And let's take a look at it up close, man. So if you don't know, I made these forks from scratch, 100%. I made the mounting plate, I had the I-beam, I reinforced it, and then I made the clamp-on forks that go along the I-beam, which allow me to spread that thing up to 7 feet wide if I need to. They're a full 48-inch fork, usable area, and it works great. I also went ahead and prepped the metal, primed it, and painted it in Kubota gray. So it matches the machine and they work great. I don't know what else I would do without them because I need them to move the firewood bins here on the Homestead. It's the most efficient way of moving firewood is just keeping it in a bin and then picking it up with a set of forks. These here are the firewood bins that I created from scratch. I made some of them with 10 gauge wire fence, and then I have 4 of them made with that IBC tote system, which is pretty nice. These weigh about 1,600 to about 2,000 pounds, depending on the wood you put in them, because they're just slightly bigger. But I actually like the ones that I made, that I bent up from scratch, that I put on pallets, because they're just more transparent with the wood, so you don't have them looking all industrial like these are. So in the future, I'm gonna make more of these wood bins here, just because I like them better. They're smaller, they're lighter in weight, and easier to maneuver with the machine. When you have 2,000 pounds, 1,500 pounds out on the machine, 15 feet out, it's quite a bit of weight. This machine can usually lift about 3,500 pounds to 4,000 pounds right at the blade if I'm picking it up close to the machine. But far out, you lose a lot of weight, a lot of pickup weight with the machine the further you go out. So I like those smaller bins just because they look better on the property. All right, so that's enough chit chat. Let's go pick up the air cannon off the truck. Alright guys, so I got the Ted Nugent Express off the truck and onto the ground without any issues, and let's take a closer look at it. So as you can see here, we got the ever so nice foxtail edition. This thing is painted red, white, and blue as you would expect here in New Hampshire. And this thing is sweet, man. It's got a base with wheels, and it's fully adjustable in 2 stages. Okay, so you have 2 T-handles there. Okay, so this thing can go pretty damn high. It's all welded up. It's got a 51-inch barrel. Okay, 75mm opening on the barrel. And the barrel actually is radiused, and then it has this knife edge treatment here. So when you shove something in there, say a large potato, it will actually cut into the potato and make a nice slug out of it as it's inserted. So that's a really nice feature that Ray added there. Thank you, Ray. You designed this thing very well. So as you come down on the barrel, you will see here that there is a bolt that runs through the barrel that is to act as a stop for anything that you insert into here. That way it doesn't go back into the ball valve and into the tank. And that's what that is for there. That microfiber cloth is what Ray used to insert as a wad behind the whatever you want to put in there, rocks, you know, energy drink cans. These are filled with concrete. This is what he gave me. This is the ammunition that came with it. You can take a look there. Yeah. That is absolutely crazy, okay? So you can pretty much put anything into this thing. It's a blunderbuss, you know, acorns, nuts, rocks, gravel, whatever, you name it. Piece of wood, anything you can think of pretty much that fits in there, this thing will shoot it. So USA flag paint scheme just looks beautiful. I mean, come on, look at this thing. It has swivel wheels in the front ones swivel, the ones in the back are fixed, and pretty much this thing was made out of an old air compressor tank, and then these reducers were added, and this is a 2-inch stainless steel ball valve. Can you believe that? Look at that, 2-inch 304, it says right on the bottom there. So pretty much this is how you operate it. This is the ball valve, okay, that would be the closed position, obviously, and you come here and you fill this thing up to about 115 psi. That's what Ray was using. You could go more, but we'll see what happens with that. And down here is a drain after you're done, but very simple. You fill it up, then you shut this valve here, then take a look at your pressure gauge. Okay, fill it up to the desired pressure, and then come over here and just let this thing rip. Just like that. Slam that thing down. Right off the bat, I can tell you that I want to make some kind of trigger mechanism for this that's spring-loaded. That way, I can be standing about 50 feet back and just kind of hit the trigger with a rope and just activate the spring, which will slam this ball valve open. But for right now, I'll use it manually. So that's the cannon. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think I should improve, or should I just like shoot this thing as is, or what? I mean, I'm gonna fill it up right now with the air compressor and give it a dry run with nothing in it and see how it works. And I'll follow up with some video of this thing actually shooting something out back here in the woods. I'll probably set up like a stump or something, who knows, maybe some barrels, and I'll try to actually do some target shooting with this thing, since it does aim pretty well. I mean, this thing, you can raise this barrel up and down. You can pretty much get this thing totally horizontal and shoot it that way as well. So it's fully adjustable, very nice cannon. I'm very happy with it. Like I said, thank you again, Ray. I really appreciate this air cannon. I hope you enjoy that wood chipper, and definitely stay tuned and you'll see this thing in action. Wow, that was pretty loud. This thing is going to be insane at 115 psi. Holy crap. That was not even like 10 psi. Alright, I'm gonna let this thing fill up all the way and then I'll give you a good blast. Alright, we have about 60 psi. Let's try that. Woo! Look at that. Alright, so I filled it up to about 90 psi, and there is one leak right here on the weld from the tank to the barrel extension. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and weld that up with my MIG welder. It looks like this was all MIG welded at some point, so I don't know, things happen. So that looks okay, and it's not gonna burst or anything. It's just has to be fixed. This dent right here, if you guys are concerned about, is from original damage to the tank. It was not because of the actual air cannon going off and this thing being like, you know, sunken in because of the release of the ball valve. So that was the previous damage. It's an old air compressor tank. And yeah, you can hear that thing hissing probably. But I'm still going to shoot this thing off. A dry run at 90 psi. I'm going to actually bring it out into the driveway because I don't want this thing to recoil back and fall over and hit the car or whatever. So I want to bring it out here a little bit, and that way I don't go deaf. Ted Nugent Express, Foxtail Edition, dry run at 90 psi. Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Oh man. Whew. Smoke and barrel. That worked out good. Kind of loud, but I'll get that weld fixed up and I'll get this thing functioning. So I went ahead and mounted the scope mount, optics mount on the tank. And now I'm just going to go ahead and fix up a small leak right at 6 o'clock here where the barrel extension meets the tank. Alright, so now I'm going to go pressure up the tank and see if there's any more leaks. It should be good. I did a solid weld all the way across the bottom and covered that whole area with a nice new fresh weld. Alright, we have ginger ale 110 psi. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Holy shit. Oh my god. Ginger ale, 110 psi. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Holy crap. Okay, I'm gonna come up on that one. Ginger ale soda can, 120 psi. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ginger ale, 110 psi. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Orange at 110 psi. Sorry, 100 psi. I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. almost good. Okay. I did cut it off. Alright, really quick, I'm going to show you a close-up of the tree stump target. And pretty much, you got a giant pine stump, almost about 3 foot diameter. And this is what we've been shooting at. A couple dead nuts shots right on target. And you can see the shrapnel. We got oranges, soda cans, and water bottle. Pretty much we're gonna shoot till it's dark.
Get my hair.
I'm getting your hair in a shot. Just flowing. Look at that. Eggplant, 80 psi. Make sure we're on target. Oh, okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. It actually made it. Alright, so eggplant 80 psi is not bad. So 1 cucumber, half a pound of peanuts, and 1 pound of carrots at 80 psi. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, they did hit the shed.
What was that?
They fucking hit the shed.
You didn't take out a picture.
Holy shit. Fluorescent paint can, 100 psi. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, shit.
That was awesome. Holy shit.
Holy crap. Holy shit. That was...
That could have been any better.
Alright, so now we have Quick and Slick shaving cream at 100 psi. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1. Almost! Almost! Dude, almost!
You got it right in that hole.
Yeah.
What the heck?
So this is Quick and Slick shaving cream at 100 psi.
Take 2.
Take 2. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1. Dude, something hit on top.
That went way in there, dude.
I think move back, I think.
Ginger ale at 100 psi.
Bright orange.
Bright orange. Paint job on it. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1. Why is it going low? Alright, so it's starting to snow, I'm hammered, and we have a rifled orange in the barrel. At what? 100 psi?
95.
Oh, 95 psi. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Again,
Damn.
the elevation was right there.
95.
We like hooked it like just a smidgen.
95 is right there. Okay, we're gonna try that again. We're going hot here. So, large potato painted fluorescent orange at 100 psi. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that hit dead center?
It hit,
It's
but
something.
It freaking hit center.
it hit low, I think.
Hold on, we'll take a look.